said the only constant is... said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Volunteers will kick it away to start. Looking for blockers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Tennessee's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
To the air, it's Barnett. Looking deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. This time they'll go to the running game.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity.
Turning it on! And they finally came down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Watson. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Snap in the shotgun. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cobb. Jumped on top of the pile.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the ball's moving quickly to the line. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incomplete.
There he goes. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The Vols will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Volunteers are threatening in the red zone. Downfield again. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Vols didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Vols will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Hand off to the single back. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner will be knocked down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory. Oh, they knock it free! Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
So that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Caught close to the marker. It's Smith. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the balls are in the hurry up.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against Pratt.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown ball. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Sends it back in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Watson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. Incompletion on 3rd down, now looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
So here is the Tennessee offense. He'll pull it on the read. Short gain on the play before he slides.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
What a cut. Now he's loose. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Rushes on him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose, and the defense got it. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Robinson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up a touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Back to pass. He fires a bullet to the right. And they can hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
The Vols in the hurry-up. third and short. The run and looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs.
Their ability to get 1 yard, they'll go for it on fourth down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. To throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Volunteers have it with a first and goal. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Volunteers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nevada.
Picks up the first down.
The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Right back to the well. Hard running there. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Motion from the back. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Auburn. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tennessee! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. They get to the line quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. They'll immediately call timeout.
Guys on the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw. Grant behind the line. It's Watson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the 2nd half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And with time running out here in the 1st half, the offense will take a knee, content to be on top as we head to the break. That's the end of the second.
And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got it alley. And there he goes. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. And the Volunteers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the ball's racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Vols! Quick strike through the air for the score.
On 3rd down, on money down, you got to find your players, not plays, your players. They find their guy, and look at that. He doesn't need 2 hands. He just needed one. Big touchdown grab for that dude. Nice job fending off the defender and making a play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Army is just getting blown off the field right now, and I was there for the 0-13 season back in the day. This one will sting almost as much. Just brutal. They're trailing by 24 to Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Got a man. It's Thompson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Plows through the defense. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here is the Tennessee offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Gives it on the option. There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on first down from the 28. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks the tackle.
you know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Back to pass, it's Barnett. Grab near the marker, it's Matthews. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Volunteers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. The sure hands, it's Thompson. Continues to fight for yards. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Green. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thompson. Sprinting away, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Pulls and fires complete. And the 45 on its way. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Barnett. catch in the middle. It's Matthews. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the grab on third. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Nevada. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, the ground game. He's past the 30. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And here comes the offense on second down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction. And and they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Okay, Auburn going to work with another 1st down. Easy. From the gun. Under fire. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Look out, he's got room. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Pocket breaking down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Volunteers will hustle to the line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. They're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He breaks the tackle. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So here comes the Auburn offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He'll keep it himself. Picks up the 1st down down, still moving. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. On the ground, it's Cobb. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Auburn doing business in the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Green. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Going right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of it. Bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He'll pull it on the read. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Volunteers will try to pick it up on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And the Vols will punt it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
They don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sometimes you'll hear guys derisively say, well, he just piles up numbers. When the number gets close to 450, that's worth doing.
And that's why they throw it as much as they do, because they've got a difference maker playing the quarterback position. He gives them a chance to be explosive and light up the scoreboard.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. catch in the middle. It's Thompson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Fires to the big fella. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the time with the extra point.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Vols want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Gonna run it. It's Hardy. Makes a man miss. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over, and if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Another incompletion on third down.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the grab, it's Coleman. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And keep an eye on that clock. Just over a minute and a half to go. tries to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's Cobb.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He'll do it himself. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. Breaks it. Got enough space. Touchdown Auburn. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. With the catch, it's Staley. Bounced off his feet. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Staley. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. He's going to fire deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to the ground with the running back. Turning it on. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it's hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Using his legs to buy some time at any situation.
There ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in. That is a good sign for this offense.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. 1st and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. He's looking to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
On the double. Blair moves.
Got it behind the line. It's Watson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Coleman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He just about had the pick, and what a play that would have been in overtime, but it brings up 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. It's good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Go! Powers through the defender. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. And now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. Third down here in overtime and some work to do. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they take it in for 6 more points. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.